Alright, I suck at intro, so I'm just gonna dive right in. I'm doing this video to help out some people who are having issues grinding AP, much like I was until I had gone through some guides and found some things. Some of the guides I had found were kind of hard to understand at first until you kind of dove in, started doing it, then you kind of grasped it. So this is to help kind of alleviate some of that. But then I went through and did some changes and things and have some recommendations myself. First thing you want to do though is, as far as the grid, you want to kind of do everything on the exploration grid that says gain AP from those items, such as riding your chocobo, doing the chocobo trips, the races, just driving in the car. That's one of the easiest ones to do, so I never fast travel for that reason. You also want to, when you get to the point where, I think chapter 3, at the end of the chapter 3 I believe it is, which is when you can start doing things, you unlock the AM gear, is what I'm guessing its name is. Well, there's two nodes on this that you definitely want to get. One is the action, that whenever you activate it, you're gaining an AP. The other one is going to be down here near the bottom. The chain reaction is when you execute a chain for it, you also gain an AP. Then there's also a few items, which here if you can, you're going to want to download the free holiday pack. It comes with an item that you can equip that has a nifty little effect. It's called the Warrior's Fanfare. Let's sort that out real quick. I don't know if you can tell with the quality of video because I am recording this straight off my PlayStation. If you are in a battle and you get an A+ in offense, you get an extra AP. Now I do have some other fanfare ones which also gain me additional AP, such as the Blitzer's Fanfare. If I get an A+ in time, I get an AP. And then there's also the Tacticians, which I don't bother equipping because I'm not very good at the finesse for this game. Honestly, I haven't met anyone that is. But those two you get out of the paid version of the holiday pack. So I'm just going to go with the free ones for now. The Warrior Fanfare. Another item that makes this kind of mandatory is the Shield of the Just, which is one of the royal armaments. Now what you're gonna, in order to get this one, actually it's the easiest one of any of the royal armaments, but I don't think you have access to it. Bit of a spoiler here, sorry guys, giving you head starts now. If you don't want any spoilers, leave the video now. If you don't care, you're past that part, cool. I believe when you get the car back in chapter 3 is when you get access to basically most of the map, which will give you access to Shield of the Just, which I will show you where to pick that one up as well. When I get to the actual farming location, I will explain why you want to use Shield of the Just. For now, I want to show you where to actually get it. Right here on your map, at this parking spot here, the Selicum Pass, you want to drive your car here. So come up a little ways, here is a tomb. And you'll see why I say it's the easiest royal armament to get here in a moment. So as you've seen, I just walked up straight from the parking spot, and here is the royal tomb. No time restraints, no nothing. Chapter 3.
Real nice here.
Here you are. The royal tomb for Shield of the Just. For time purposes, I'll skip some of the cutscene section here when I get in the tomb. So the next thing we're going to want to do is you're actually going to want to travel to this area right here, the Threes Valley, and specifically to start off you'll want to park the car, like right there. And when I actually get there, I'll explain the reason behind making sure you're near that campsite. I personally am actually going to drive there, but when I post this video, I will have the actual drive edited out of it to shorten the video up a little bit. I did forget to mention one thing. There is another item you're gonna want. You're gonna need, well, not really want, but you're gonna need is the Beast Whistle. Beast Whistle can only be bought after Chapter 3 from the car shop. Now I'll jump into the car shop right here real quick to show you. Just go to buy, come over to key items, and it's right here. I don't remember how much it was. My guess it's going to be somewhere between 100 to 300 gil maybe. I bought on my first playthrough. I'm on my second playthrough here. Another minimum requirement you're going to want to be is at least level 30 in order to get this properly done, because you're going to want to be able to one-shot the enemies in the area.
Everything in order?
Yep.
Now I'm going to let this go, but like I said, I'll let that out for the actual video. Alright, so this is the campsite that we're going to want to be making sure we rest up at. The reason why you want to have a campsite to go to that's pretty close by is you only want to be doing the farming during the day. Granted, yes, you can farm with any monsters or whatnot, but for this method specifically, we need it to be daytime so we can force spawn the correct monsters. So I'm gonna go ahead, camp, get my AP.
Well,
Now there is certain abilities that will come in handy specifically for this method. The ones the nodes I mentioned on the Ascension earlier, were just ones you want in general that'll help you out with things. Some of the ones you're going to want specifically for this will actually be the ones that do like increase your warp strike damage, because that's going to be the predominant thing we're doing. The warp strike critical hit for close by specifically comes in handy.
Well taken.
And I'll show you in a moment which, I'm pretty sure it's on combat, but we'll look here and I'll show you exactly which ones I mean. Oh, they're fun. This is a nice little glitch. If this ever happens to you, all you gotta just back out, go into Ascension, you got full grid. Yeah, Point Blank Warp Strike is the one that I was talking about. Delivers critical hit when warp striking at a close distance. And you'll see why that one comes in so much handy. Okay, so the reason why you want Shield of the Just is it actually does kind of a area effect type attack hit. So when you warp strike and you're hitting that enemy in the center of all those other enemies, it's going to be hitting them as well. And that's what you want, because if you're going to kill that enemy, there's a big chance you'll kill all the rest of them. Now, where we're actually going to be heading is in the center of this. I actually should have had it ran the other way. There's a certain little spot that you can sit at and just kind of sit there, spawn them, and kill them. Knock them one at a time. 590. I'll see about doing a whole day's worth, game-wise, obviously, of the farming, just so we can see the growth. But then again, that could be quite some time, so we'll see, and I'll adjust as I need to go. Oops, forgot to switch my weapon there.
What? My hand slipped. Nothing to it.
Alright. So the main spot you want is kind of right around in this area. And this is where they all spawn up. The goal is actually to do the warp strike and hit them as they're spawning before you actually engage into the battle. Reason being is you blow the whistle, warp strike, kill them all. You can instantly then blow the monster whistle again, they'll spawn again, and you can do it over again. Now the reason I told you want to have those other have that item, the Warrior's Fanfare, to increase that AP, is because if you do happen to get into a battle, at least you're getting some extra AP out of it. So I'll sit here, summon enemies. See, I just got 3 there, instantly blow. 3 again. Now, I've done this method before, and something I have found is you will get anywhere between 1 to 4 of them at a time. Obviously, we want the higher ones. See, that one I only got 2, where the other ones were giving me 3. Ooh, I'm surprised I got that one. So every once in a while, I'll do this, and one of them managed to get just right there. One got out of the way, but I got the AP, and then I get that, so it kind of evens out. But you can't blow the whistle and attack until after the report card's done, and that's kind of why you want to get the warp strike and kill them all before you actually initiate the battles, because it's quicker. And usually your HP is back up from the... Oh, I hate when they spawn far apart like that. Usually your HP from using the Royal Arms is back up through them, as you've seen it. Like, it didn't really get me down that low.
Yep.
It's only been a little bit. I'm already from 599 to 632. So you can see why this is my preferred method for gaining AP. See how far we can go though for the day. I'll probably edit some of this out and skip straight to the end part way through this, just because I know you guys aren't going to want to sit there and watch me grind through all of this game time, especially when you got to do it yourself. It's not necessarily the most fun thing, but when has grinding ever actually been fun?
Eyes forward.
Didn't mean to do that.
Oh, I got that one. If you want to add, I don't know, but some of you might be wondering why I didn't just ride the Chocobo over there. Chocobo, if you bring it, sometimes gets in the way of when you're in the battling, because it'll randomly run in and kind of initiate into the battle itself and do the random attacks as you level it up and whatnot, and that just keeps you from being able to get the kills before the spawn, for the battle initiates. And usually by the time it's done, your party's killed everyone, and it's a loss of AP. Alright, we changed from the sun to, I guess that's midday, so we'll take a look now. As you can see, I've made quite a bit of progress on it, from 599 to 753. Now my health was getting a bit low at that point, so give it a moment to go back up and we'll go to it again.
Not the time for horseplay!
My hand slipped.
Alright, it's nighttime now, so let's see where I'm at. So, in the span of a day, I went from 599 to 1,298. So you get quite a bit of an increase in your AP there. I easily admit I had a few run-ins with my chocobo where I had to take my chocobo and move it. But you can get quite a bit there, and that should help you gain whatever APs you need. Then if you do happen to have your chocobo nearby, when it hits the nighttime for you to head towards the camp again, go ahead and ride the chocobo to the campsite again, because I mean, when you camp to make it day again, chocobo's going to be there anyways. So you might as well take the chocobo, gain a few AP by riding it there as well. Now this is being posted on my personal Facebook, so I know not all my friends will be able to share it amongst their friends, because I have my Facebook set to private. I will, however, be posting this video on my YouTube channel as well, so if you want to
Thanks for the ride.
Share it with a few other friends,
Thanks, buddy.
so that way, you know, you want to help them out or anything like that. Go ahead and find the video on my channel, Griever29 Productions. I'll put a link to it in the description for the video, wherever they post that when you put a video to Facebook. That's all I really got for grinding up on the AP. If you have any other hints or anything else, or even if you want me to do a video on another aspect of the game, go ahead and let me know, and we'll see what I can get going for that. I hope this ends up being helpful to everyone. I know once I figured out what was going on and how to properly do it, it was plenty helpful to me. So I hope you guys get the same amount of use. Bye-bye.